the way the world was going towards law enforcement, it was a different aspect of, it's like, do I really want to do that job, or do I want to potentially do this job and have just a way better lifestyle and fulfilling mission? Me personally, I think I grew my goals and my business just by being around that group.
You mentioned that, okay, you were in school studying law enforcement because your plan was to go into law enforcement after the military, not be a franchise owner of a signal security franchise, or even, be an operations director and work there full time. So explain to me that mental transition as you're now going to school, you've got your mission, your sights set on being in law enforcement. How does that start to change mentally, where you're like, hey, actually, I think I want to keep pursuing this career. And then at some point going, now I'm going to switch to business because I think I want to own a business one day. So take me through kind of that mental process.
Yeah. I mean, I think it was really, I give a lot of credit to Signal on that, because I just kept seeing the different opportunities, and I started, one big thing, I think it's all probably good about any good franchise is usually the network. Usually I think any successful franchise is a franchisee network, Also the franchisor is always going to be great, but I think any successful franchise has to have a good network where you can lean on those other franchisors and their franchisees and their employees and key employees and everything. And so I think that was a big shift to it. We have convention, we have our trainings that we go to, regional training, annual training, different like that. We're heavily engaged. The network, even from our regular key employees, can be heavily engaged with other owners, with other directors, their peers and everything. So I think that was a major shift, really, is to be so engaged with them and get to interact with them and see what their goals are and what their inner life looks like, and it just thought, hey, that's a lot better of a lifestyle. And then also the way the world was going towards law enforcement, it was a different aspect of, it's like, do I really want to do that job, or do I want to potentially do this job and have just a way better lifestyle and fulfilling mission,
Yeah.
So, but I really think it's just going back to that network of other people that you're exposed to within the franchise.
Yeah, I think that's one of the secret weapons of a franchise system. It's just it's kind of that corny phrase that people say. I think people say it a lot in the network marketing business, which is you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. But I do think that's the cool part of a franchise system. There's literally potential, depending upon the franchise system, 50, 100, 200, 300 different people that are literally operating the same exact business as you, that you can talk to and find out what they're doing and how they're overcoming challenges. And it's, I think it really, in the right system, it can become like a family, right?
It is. I mean, our group today, we have also interact with a lot of people, but there's probably a group of about 15 of us that are really close. We go on trips together outside of, outside of convention. We're going to, a big group of us are going to the franchise conference here in Vegas in a couple of weeks. It's for multi-owner.
Yeah, the multi-unit conference. Yeah.
Yep. So we're all going to, there's a group of us going that together. So, we're definitely, we meet outside of Signal events just to grow and, build each other's business up, or everybody's a phone call away. If I have a question like, hey, how do I need to do this? Or I'm looking to make this change. We're looking at a certain key overnight position that's kind of like an operation manager, but overnight monitoring a lot of our systems. And a lot of our people in our market that I work with have already done that. So also when I decided to do that, I didn't have to, reinvent the wheel. I just reached out to a couple of other owners and said, hey, we're looking to do this. How do you do this? Oh, hey, I'm going to fly down to your market and actually watch you do that,
Yeah. So that's pretty cool.
So it's working together a lot easier, and everybody's wanting to help each other out because we're all in the same business together.
Yeah. I'm curious there's that phrase that, birds of a feather flock together. That group of 15 of you or so, on average, how successful is the franchisee, or do you guys have similar kind of size businesses or in terms of success?
They're probably all some of the top people. One of the guy, he has a 2 top revenue deal, but yeah, they're all multi 7 figures and above locations. All of them have, and I think all of them, yeah, pretty much all of them except for one has multiple locations too. So it's kind of where your network is your net worth. So,
and have you seen like maybe guys or whoever, whether they're gals or other owners in the group, start coming in, hanging out with you guys, and then all of a sudden their business starts to grow because of like the network? Have you seen that?
Yeah. Me personally, I think I grew my goals and my business just by being around that group, because I'm able to sponge off of what they're doing, and I trade ideas back to them, and they give me ideas, and I'm able to use that to grow my business. So me personally, I've seen that with myself. But yeah, other people as they come into our inner circle, as we call it, definitely be able to help each other out.
If you enjoyed this short clip from the podcast, you can check out another short clip right here. Or if you want to watch the full episode of this podcast, you can watch that here. And remember, knowledge is not power. It's applied knowledge that's power. Take care. Have a great rest of your day.